How's it going, guys? This is Twister, and today I'm back with another GTA Online video, and this one is going to be on the 3 new VIP modes that we got in the Finance and Felony update. I did want to do this video sooner after the update, but a lot of other videos just kind of took priority, so I am finally getting around to doing it now, as I did say I would. So we'll just get straight into it now. The first new VIP mode that we got is Airfreight, and this one involves getting a cargo bob and picking up a container and then dropping off that container to a specific location. So you can get the cargo bob from loads of different locations around the map, and it's the actual Jetsam one, and then you'll be given the location of the crate that you need to pick up. So when you fly over to the crate, there'll be quite a few enemies, and these enemies will be pretty powerful, and one of the enemies will actually run over to the buzzard. So you want to prioritize the buzzard first, so try and take out the buzzard as quick as you can, or even take out the enemy before he gets into the buzzard, and then just try and pick off the other enemies around the crates. There's a couple of ways you can do this. If you're doing it solo, you can just land the chopper nearby, run over to where the crate is, kill off all the enemies, blow up the chopper if you need to, and then get back into your cargo bob and then pick up the crate. Or what we did in this gameplay, I had a teammate shooting out the side of the cargo bob, picking off the enemies and picking off the buzzard as I flew over to the crate and just picked the crate up and flew off. Now, one thing to note is if the actual crate gets shot, it will start to lose value. So I think every bullet that goes into the crate, whether it's from yourself or the enemies, I think it will lose $50 worth of value. And obviously if a lot of bullets start hitting this crate, it will lose value pretty quickly, and it means that if it loses value, then you won't get as much payout when the mission ends. So at the moment when you actually pick up the crate, your position on the minimap will be alerted to all the other players in the session, and that's when other VIPs and other players can go and attack you and basically make you fail the mission. So again, you want to have a backup if you need to. If you don't have backup, if you don't have another teammate in another chopper, let's say like a Savage or a Buzzard, you can always try and kill the AI enemy before he gets into their Buzzard. Obviously, use that Buzzard as kind of your own support if you have enough teammates. Because if you're running this solo, you are going to be pretty defenseless, and it's going to be pretty easy for any other player to come and shoot down your cargo bob before you manage to drop it off at the location. To be on the safe side, you could potentially fly really high, especially out of range of lock-on launchers, and then even if other enemies start coming in their own choppers, they just might not even be able to find you. And then even if you use stuff like off the radar or ghost organization, again, that could potentially work just to help you get through this mission solo. And then once you finish the mission, once you drop it off to the location, you'll get a pay of around $22,000, between 22 and 23,000, depending on the value of your crate, and I think possibly at how long the mission actually takes. So it's pretty straightforward. It's not particularly hard, but if you want to be on the safe side, you want to make sure you have some associates guarding you with some aerial support such as buzzards and savages, just to make sure that other players aren't going to shoot you down, because the cargo bob itself is pretty defenseless. It will take a couple of explosives, but sustained fire will basically bring it out of the air pretty quick and you'll have failed the mission. So it's definitely possible solo, but as soon as you get other players trying to attack you, it becomes pretty difficult. So for this mission, I'd recommend at least one other teammate just to give yourself some support. Alright, next up we've got Headhunter, and just to quickly mention, these new VIP modes can all be accessed through the same interaction menu, just like all the other VIP modes. If you're a CEO or a VIP, you can do these missions. So this one is Headhunter, and this one basically requires you to take out 4 different targets around the map. These are AI targets, and as soon as you activate this mission, I think other players in the session will be alerted that you've started this mission, and those other players can actually try and defend the targets that you're trying to kill to stop you from killing them, and obviously make you fail the mission that way. So for this mission, you're definitely going to want to bring some firepower of your own. The turret limo works pretty good if you have another teammate. This way you can just drive to each of the 4 locations and take out the targets one by one. But also if you've got 4 teammates in your VIP organization or association, then you could potentially go to all 4 targets around the map and then coordinate your kills at exactly the same time, and this way you can pretty much avoid as much resistance as possible in terms of police and other players trying to get in your way. Because if you're doing it one by one, it's going to take a lot more time, but obviously if you're doing it 4 kills at the same time, it's going to take a lot more coordination, and it's going to take 4 teammates. So you can really vary your strategies for this one. You can go for some aerial support if you want, although some of the targets are indoors, as you saw in the parking lot. And you also do need to watch out for some of the armored vehicles that they could be driving, and also the AI enemies that also bodyguard the targets. They can hit pretty hard, so you want to be careful, deal with them if you need to. If not, just take out the targets and then move on to the next one, just to make sure you're doing it as quickly as possible. So once you've taken out the fourth and final target, you'll get a decent payout of around 22,000. I'm not sure if this is fixed and exact figures or if these can fluctuate depending on how well you do or how long it takes. But it does seem to be common that these 3 new missions are paying out pretty similar payouts, so 22,000 is pretty decent, and this mission itself is pretty viable solo, but again, it definitely does work better if you've got some teammates and if you've got some firepower of your own. Finally, the last new VIP mode is called Haulage, and in this one you've got to go and pick up a truck, connect it to a trailer, and then drive it to a location. And this one is quite a far drive. It's definitely not going to be like a 1-minute drive. You're probably going to have to take it at least halfway across the map, so you got to be prepared for other players to start coming at you. As soon as you or one of your teammates gets in the truck and connects it to the trailer, your position on the map will be alerted to other players so they can come and try and take you out. Now, other players don't actually get success from just destroying the trailer or destroying the truck. Other players can actually steal the trailer itself and then take it to the location that you were initially supposed to go to. And to kind of help with this, there are a load of different trucks kind of dotted around the map on the general route of where you would take it. So you'll be able to see these on the minimap, all these little truck icons. The trucks can be destroyed, but I'm not actually sure if the trailers themselves can be destroyed. But just to make sure no other players are going to come and destroy your truck, it's definitely good to have some aerial support or some ground support, or even both. Now, you'll see me in the Savage here, and I get a pretty damn nice kill on this Centano. That actually caught me by surprise, so you really want to try and keep checking the minimap as often as you can. And if you see any dots coming towards your trailer, you don't want to take any risks at all. You just want to kill anything that's getting near your truck, just to make sure it's protected fully and it's definitely going to get to that location without anyone trying to screw you up. But again, other than that, it's pretty straightforward, and when you deliver your truck and trailer to the location, again, you'll get that similar payout of around $22,000 to $23,000. So not bad. It's pretty consistent with these VIP modes, or these new ones at least, which is pretty good. 22, 23k. And yeah guys, that pretty much sums up the 3 new VIP modes. Thought I'd do this video just kind of breaking them down and giving you guys some tips and advice on them. I did actually do a breakdown and a similar type of video as this on the original VIP mode, so if you haven't actually seen that one, I'll link it down in the description. This one basically just expands on that with the 3 new ones. So yeah guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it and you found this useful, definitely leave it a like rating. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. See you later guys.